Well, if he's convicted, he'd be one of the most prolific serial killers in Texas history. Jury selection is underway in the trial of Billy Chemirmir. Investigators say he killed more than a dozen women living in senior living homes across North Texas.
Yeah, according to police, Chemirmir smothered his victims with a pillow, then stole their jewelry. Rebecca Lopez has been covering this case for WFAA since Chemirmir was arrested nearly 3 years ago. Rebecca, how did detectives piece this case together?
Well, Plano police say they had a victim who was smothered with a pillow. Her jewelry was stolen. Now, she lived. That was an aggravated assault. But near that crime scene where that happened, Plano police were able to get a license plate off of a suspicious vehicle, and they traced that vehicle back to Billy Chemirmir. So Plano police began following him, and they followed him to his apartment complex in North Dallas. They saw him toss something inside a trash dumpster. Police retrieved the items and found a jewelry box. Inside was Lou Harris's name. Police went to her Dallas home and they found her dead. She had been smothered with a pillow and her jewelry was stolen. That's when they knew that they possibly had a serial killer on their hands, you guys.
Rebecca, he's charged with 18 murders, but police suspect him in more than 25. So how did he finally get the attention of police?
Well, look, Plano police say it was because of the method that he was using, that he went undetected for some time, and it wasn't until that Lou Harris case they were finally able to piece everything together. Now, they say it's because it was the way that he killed his victims. He smothered them with a pillow, and it's difficult for medical examiners to determine that cause of death, and so they ruled those natural causes. So after Lou Harris's attack, or Lou Harris's murder, they began reviewing hundreds of cases in Dallas, Plano, Frisco. They looked at cases specifically of elderly women that had died of natural causes and also had had jewelry stolen. So they were able to trace some of the jewelry to where Chemirmir had allegedly sold it, and they were also able to pinpoint him via his cell phones. He had multiple cell phones, and they were able to pinpoint him sometimes even in the homes at the time that the women died. They said that he went undetected for so long also because police say he was posing as a healthcare worker and as a maintenance worker, so he just sort of roamed some of these places without anyone really noticing him.
So, Rebecca, he faces life in prison, not the death penalty in Lou Harris's case. Why is that, since this is a capital murder case?
Well, look, the DA in Dallas decided that he was not going to seek the death penalty. He let the families know that they're looking for a life sentence, but Collin County still has capital murder cases, and they still could try him in that county, and the death penalty is still on the table there. Back to you, Cynthia.
Rebecca Lopez on the trial of Billy Chemirmir. Thank you, Rebecca.